You are now live. Yeah, Schlock West in the morning, Dash Radio, the Spin Room. You know what it is.
What it do, party peoples? Spin Room crew, we back up in here on this Friday, man. It's Feel Good Friday. The weekend is among us. I be your man, Bigg Pwee. That's my ride or die, my girl, Big Les, J Tasha, Miss Everything, and your girlfriend's favorite DJ, DJ Ron C. All right, ladies and gents, we got a good topic we're going to talk about inside the hot seat on this Friday. But before we get into it, right down below, please subscribe to this YouTube page. Click on the bell, give us a thumbs up. If you listen to on podcasts, you can find us. All you got to do is search The Spin Room. Apple, Google, Spotify, or Anchor, search The Spin Room, and on all social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All right, today's hot seat, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Let them know, J Tasha.
So we got Valentine's, and everybody's always had a Valentine's. I'm pretty sure Pee Wee done had about 102 Valentines. He's that old, you guys. I already know he got stories to tell. So let's talk about what was the worst Valentine's date ever.
Worst Valentine's date?
Well, first of all,
go ahead.
First of all, I'm gonna fight y'all if y'all don't stop saying Valentine's.
Valentine.
Who said Valentine's?
Yeah.
Valentine's.
Valentine's, because it's multiple times. Valentine's is multiple times.
Valentine.
So I'm very curious to know each and everybody's worst Valentine date.
Worst Valentine date. Go first then, J Tasha.
Well, seeing that I'm the youngest, I haven't had too many Valentine's Day, but
God, I can't.
But I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick story. So I used to date someone, and his birthday was on Valentine's Day. So I never had a Valentine's. I always spoiled him, whatever the case may be. So this one, we broke up. So then I actually was like, I never really had a Valentine. So I told this one comedian guy that I was talking to at the time, or just like a friend or whatever. And I was like, I never had a Valentine. He was like, oh, okay. Well, let me go ahead and, ask you to be my Valentine. I was like, oh, I got a Valentine. I was so excited. I was like, oh, I got to get my hair done, nails done. I was like, I don't know what we doing. And then he had to tell me, he told me, he was like, oh, by the way, so I got a comedy show to do on Valentine's. And I was like, all right, whatever. That's not, I get to go to a show. And he was like, yeah, it's a dinner and a show and everything is cool. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm waiting on him to be like, oh, I'm gonna come pick you up. He sends me the address to the spot. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I know he got to be there a little early, whatever the case. So I'll just drive. So I get there, and the place, it was a comedy spot, and it was, the place wasn't too packed. And I'm like, all right, cool. So whatever. So he sits me down at a table, and then he was like, order whatever you want, or whatever the case may be. And then he was like, he told the waiter, somebody to go to the car and brought back the grocery store flowers and a box of chocolate. And I was like, I'm still trying to be open-minded. I'm like, this is just going downhill already. And I'm like, you know what, whatever. So we eat or whatever. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna sit you in VIP. So he goes and sits me in VIP, walks me to VIP. And mind you, he was a little older guy at the time. So there's more comedians over there, and then looked at me and was like, you still in high school? And it was just like, it just kept going down and down. And I'm like, yo, this is the worst Valentine's ever. So while I'm sitting there, after that, I'm sitting there, he's on stage doing his host show, whatever. So, you come down in between acts. He goes and tells the same dude that brought me the flowers and the candy. I seen him whisper in his ear or whatever, right? And mind you, everybody's there is couples. There was this one chick that walked in, and she was sitting at a table by herself. Next thing you know, the dude come back in with the same flowers and candy and gives it to her. I'm like, this nigga double dating? Valentine's? Like, the same candy I get, she get. I'm looking like she ain't got no other dude came and talked to her the whole night. I'm like, this gotta be crazy. So one of the things, he comes down and he goes and talks to her at a table while I'm sitting in VIP, and I'm like, So I was like, well, forget it. I walked over there to the table. We all about to sit down and have a little powwow. It's Valentine's Day. And I was like, this can't be my Valentine. was just all bad. I was like, you know what? Hi, pleasure to meet you, homegirl. Like, we're gonna sit here and enjoy this show together. And then I just left, and that was it. I ain't talked to him ever since. But that was the worst Valentine's.
I mean, because my next question was, but then you answered, because I was gonna say, after all of that, did he try to be like, hey, so what you doing afterwards?
Right.
Well, at the end of the night, I kind of cussed him out. In the parking lot, the girl was looking like what happened? Like, because I cussed him out. Even I was being real cool to her while we was up in there, but when we got down, I cussed him out, and I was like, you know what? Don't talk to me ever again. Like, why would you do that? Bring the same grocery store flowers and candy. Like, you could at least make me feel special, even though it was like $2 flowers. I could.
Hey, he on a budget, man.
He put you in VIP.
Yeah.
And then when I went VIP, got clowned by the other comedians. It was just. And mind you, it was like you could see from wall to wall, so it was not a lot of people in there. So it's just like everybody just knew what's up. You could see everything. But
Yeah, that is pretty bad.
That's
Guy
pretty
double
and that was like
dipping.
my first Valentine's. I was like, oh my gosh, I was so disappointed.
He double dipping.
All right, I'll go next. All right, so check it out. You got to plant the scene, all right? You got to plant the scene, all right? So check it out. I was dating this chick, right? And we was kind of heavy, and I said I'm gonna play a trick on her. You know what I mean? Because she was always talking about, what do you want for things? What do you want for Valentine Day? And I'm like, I don't want anything like that. So she thought that I was saying that so I wouldn't have to buy her anything. So she was big and like, oh, I love Valentine's Day. That's her favorite holiday and all this and all that, right? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna play a trick on it, right? So I got some roses and some candy and a little present for her. I think I got some perfume or whatever, but I had left it outside her door. So I walk in the house. I walk in the house, so she's sitting down and she's looking like, like, what's going on? I said, well, I'm gonna take you out. We're gonna go out like that. But before we go out, I wanted to talk to you about something. She's like, what? So now I'm playing it off. I'm trying to, kind of mess with her head, right? So I said, I got something that I want to tell you. I hope you don't get upset. But this relationship really not working. I think I want out. And whatever. And she looked at me with this look, and she said, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, but I got.
Oh no!
I was moaning the motherfucker. I was like, what? I got sense, and I was like, what? She said, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I said, when did you start? Wait, hold on. Now I'm trying to find out when did she start feeling like that? I was like, wait a minute, hold on. And then I said, I was just playing. And so I said, fuck that. She ain't getting these presents, nigga. I walked up out there with my shit. I said, I'm out. Like
you grabbed your flowers, your roses,
motherfucking candy, and my flower. I left. I gave that shit to my mama. I said, okay, I'm good. Whatever, man. I'm out. But I really got motivated. I was like, oh shit, wait. I was just playing though. I was just literally just playing with her, man. And I said that. I said I was just playing, and she still never changed her mind. She never said, oh, I was just playing too. She was like. I was like, yeah.
I think you topped me. I think your story topped mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I get for playing around and shit, playing head game. They got my shit going straight off. And I promise, man, I didn't even call. We never talked after that.
How about Les? You got a story? I'd see if yours top ours.
No, I don't know if I don't know. My shit was, so I was dating somebody and he had cheated before. So this is the first time that I'm like, and it had been months. We've gone to couples therapy and we're trying to work this out. So Valentine comes and he would always spend money on flowers, like $800,000 worth of beautiful flowers from this store, whatever the case.
Damn, $800?
Whatever.
Yeah. Mine was $20, but I'll go ahead.
So something
I had $2 flowers.
Yeah, my flowers were the bomb, always. They were art pieces. They're beautiful. But that's guilt. That's what guilt will buy you. So I'm like, something tells me I need to see what's up. Like, I'm not really trusting shit. Am I the only one getting flowers? So I get up the next day and I call the flower store and act like I'm the assistant and ask what the orders were on the credit card and the name under the account. Don't you know this motherfucker sent the bitch not the same flowers, but at least the version under mine to the bitch that he had begged me to forgive him about? I was like, so I didn't say anything, but that was me plotting my escape.
You called the flower people and they gave you that information over the phone? Damn. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I disguised the voice, did all the, you do what you got to do when you put on, your Inspector Gadget roller skates. And sure enough, they gave me the information. And I said, oh, yeah. And I knew the girl's name. And they was like, oh, yes, that's her. And I was just like, mm-hmm. So all hell broke loose after that. Needless to say, that was the second beginning of the end.
Jeez Louise. That's crazy.
No.
$800? $800?
Yeah.
Wait, so that means she got a $700 flowers?
They were like $600.
Damn, he spent $600 on her, and he told you to and begged you to forgive her. Mm-mm.
On his knees, begging.
At least you know you got the top though.
You got top notch. You 800.
Top notch. Pee Wee, your turn. We're gonna have to after this. We're gonna have to ask the audience who got the best story or the worst story.
I think we all gonna need therapy. Shit. So we don't kill motherfuckers after this.
The spin room.
Mine isn't as bad as you guys.
Damn, y'all been shit.
Damn.
But my worst was me and my girl, we were living together and I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to do restaurant because we all know the restaurants is always packed during that time. So I said I was going to cook at the house and, do the whole spread, candles, not $800 worth of flowers. You know what I'm saying? Put flowers, candy, and all that other stuff, chocolate, covered strawberries and all that. Came down to the cooking piece. I'm not a major cooker. Okay, let's just throw that out there now. I'm not a major cooker. So in the midst of me trying to get everything together, I actually burnt the food. So we really didn't have dinner.
But you had dessert though.
Hello. Hello. But that was the worst. Like, you put so much effort into trying to make it all perfect and then, you burned the food. She was upset. But then afterwards, I guess she, came into her own senses and was like, at least you tried this, that, and the other. And we actually got.
I didn't know you can burn like boiled eggs, man. You can burn that?
Here you go.
I thought it was cereal. What did you cook, Pee Wee?
I was trying to make chicken parmesan.
For the first time?
Yeah. Yeah. For the first time.
On Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
That better be her favorite.
No, it wasn't her favorite.
Favorite.
Yeah. That's all it was. Really. And so instead of chicken parmesan, we had Wendy's instead. And
Wendy's had all the food choices?
That was the closest to the house.
And late, probably.
Yeah, it was closest to the house, And so did Wendy's, came back to the house, had the, candles, the strawberries, and yeah, no, you know what happened next.
Let me ask you guys a question. I want to ask you guys a question. Do men like receiving flowers at all? I see my Wi-Fi is crazy.
I mean, it's a nice gesture, but I'm not a flower guy.
Yeah.
I don't give flowers, but I just, I set the room and I put the rose petals and all of that on the, with the candles for, I'm setting the mood for my dude. But yeah,
I mean, I'm okay with that, but like a bouquet of flowers or whatever.
Have you received flowers before?
I have.
I have to.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, thanks, I appreciate it. Oh, that was so nice of you. Why'd you, in my head, I was like, why'd you buy me this?
Mhm.
Interesting. Okay.
I think that's a woman thing. I think women love to have flowers.
Give me my roses while I'm here. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a woman thing. All right, ladies and gents, let us know what was your worst Valentine's Day. What happened on your Valentine's Day was horrible. Did your significant other send someone else flowers like Big Les? Did someone break up with you and you didn't know they was gonna break up with you on Valentine's Day? Yeah, like Ron. Did your significant other double book a date on Valentine's Day? Or did your significant other try to burn down the house on Valentine's Day? Let us know your thoughts. Comment down below and let us know. We want to hear from you on your Valentine's Day, your worst date on Valentine's Day, man. All right. That's Big Les. That's Ron C. That's Jay Tasha on this Feel Good Friday. You guys enjoy your weekend. And we'll see you guys on Monday. All right. Peace.
Yeah. You are now live